Hi, it's Bumble. Welcome back to my channel, playing a game of itch.io called Insomnia's Window. Ooh. I like with this title, it's like literally fades into like sunset colors and stuff. I think this one has to do with like you date or befriend someone and neither of you can sleep or something. I don't really remember. Like I've said before, oh, that music feels kind of loud actually. Hold on. Let me turn this down a bit. Yeah, I download some of these like a while in advance, so I won't remember plots and things. I do like this little cursor, it feels kind of silly. But let me turn down the music a bit. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's start. Oh! This is kind of a cute style though. Like you got your little cursor. I like this little, it's like coming out of the computer and these little dolphins are silly. Four hours, damn. Actually, I will turn up the music a little bit. It's weird. It sounded like super loud on the title screen and now it sounds normal. Dramatic music video or something, yeah. This seems pretty chill. This is nice. Oh, our name tag. Okay, it says Bumble. That's cool. It's been a bit since I've played a game you actually put in your name, but I do like that of your name. What's on your name tag? And then that's how it gets your name. Bumble the corporate slave. Ooh, okay. I wonder if it just takes place in like this one house. Nothing that means. I wonder what all these different apps are. I'm wondering what this one that just says B is. So this is kind of how I am, where I'll go in different apps and I'll be on YouTube and I'll stay awake way too long just to stay awake. I don't even know if I have Insomnia though. You get to log into your games and do your dailies. Oof. That's why I don't really have any games on my phone, because I knew I would get too sucked into it. I do actually have a Vocaloid game in my phone though, but I haven't started it yet. Lay in bed and stare at the ceiling. Or text your boyfriend, see if he's up for late night chat. Oh, okay, so I remember this being like a game where you date someone, but I thought it was someone new that you meet. I guess we already actually have a boyfriend. Huh. School? I like whenever people send like little smiley faces with their text messages and stuff. Wait, how much older by though? Because it just says older. Ask you what a slang word means, huh? In full sentences with proper spelling. Aw. At first I thought like, gosh, I wouldn't want to bother someone in the middle of the night, but he did offer to go over and these two are dating. Yeah. And a bag of sweets? Okay, didn't have to do that. This sounds nice. This sounds like it's gonna be a sweet game. Because the other ones I've been playing have been like, you meet someone that's nice and then they turn out to be like a yandere or something. Well, this just seems like you already have a boyfriend, you're just hanging out, you have insomnia, you're just chilling, and I feel like I don't find a lot of visual novels like that where you're already dating someone, you just, or like even if you have like a friend and you just get to like chill and hang out. So I feel like a lot of those like romance ones or whatever are like you meet someone new for the first time. I mean, it doesn't look like super old or anything. It makes me wonder for context, like how old is the main character then? Macaroons! Lucky Duck! I love those. This music's so chill. I feel like I can just keep this on for a while. It almost makes me wish I was playing this before bed, but I didn't know what this game is going to be like and I already have plans later. Maybe this will be the last thing I play today then. I don't know. Kind of makes me calm, so I might even go like shower after this or something. Chill for a while. Text you because I already thought I'd be bothering you. Yeah, that's what I would be thinking. I would never have reached out. I'm actually surprised that these two don't like live together or something. This is especially hard for me to hear, this part of like perfectly okay to rely on others. I mean, I do have to rely on others a bit in my situation, but my like living situation, but I cannot stand asking people for help. Both these sound like good options, actually. I feel like the story one sounds nice, but I'm curious about just chatting. Like, we don't really know you enough, so... You know what? I'm glad he frames it as I'm happy to help you out, or to hear you out and possibly offer some advice, because I hate that sometimes you can vent to someone and they either automatically assume you want their advice or they want to just listen, and sometimes I feel like it depends how I'm feeling. Like, sometimes getting some advice is great. At other times, if I'm feeling like shit, I just want to be comforted, and it'll be almost more annoying or make me feel worse if someone's just like not even trying to comfort me. Is like, okay, this is what I would do if I was you, and it's like, I didn't ask, so this is nice to give the option. Oh, that sucks. Inappropriate. Why does it have to be like waiting until the person does something inappropriate? What if they're already making you uncomfortable and it's harassment? That's not fair. Intimidate, yeah. This is just so nice, actually. Of just, you get to chat and chill, and there isn't really like a plot or anything, and these two already know each other. What is he about? Okay, we got a little thing. Oh, this is a cute illustration. I like these little animals. He's 42! Okay, is that why it said older man? Alright, I was wondering, I thought he was at least like in his 30s, but I wouldn't have guessed. Huh. Interesting. That's why I asked, like, how old is the main character in comparison? Because if we're calling him older, I'm like, okay, probably significantly older than us. So he's a dean of a college. That's why it kept mentioning about school. Yeah, pastries, jazz music, animals are all pretty good. The dislikes seem completely like something that like a teacher would have of like plagiarism, losing his glasses. I do like that it has the personality type, the INFJ. I feel like I don't see that a lot on like charts and stuff. That's so close to mine actually, except I'm an INFP. Man, I haven't taken the Myers-Briggs in like so long though. That's cool that we get a little screen. I'm curious about the tell a story. I'm just surprised there's like 9 slots, but it seems like it's such a short game. It's funny because I played a game about a parasite where it seems like the kind where you would want a bunch of saves and it only had like 6 pages. Anyway, let's load this. It always makes me feel bad when there's so many on like a short little game like this. Let's see, tell me a story. And then you don't really end up using them. I just find it interesting this is like the computer here with the dolphin, which I feel like would work perfectly if this was a game where we were like chatting with someone online, but it's the fact that it's one where it's face to face. It's like a cute detail, but I feel like it almost doesn't fit. Oh, this is cute! Look at the little ducky! Oh, that's why he was talking about like the macaroons. I'm gonna screenshot that. That's cute. Okay, story about a young duck that longs to become a pastry chef. His parents want him to be a dentist or a doctor instead of chasing after a dream that may or may not come true. Okay, raised money in construction of a future bakery. They proceed to heavily discourage the young duck in order to convince to use the money to fund his college studies. They don't understand me at all, but I'll show them. So his enthusiasm and motivation is pretty sure if he support his dream, going to various colleges in hopes he'd be accepted and possibly could have become a pastry chef. Running from home with nothing but savings to live off. His courage and side feelings saw his goal to be free and pursue his dream. Small dirty ponds. I wonder if this is supposed to be autobiographical. This is really specific for being a story about a duck that wants to be a pastry chef, and also it's supposed to be a bedtime story. So he ended up working as a janitor. Didn't come in. Anyone was bakering. Soon hired a full-time baker. Stephen came to his bakery, staying there happy for his son. Had no ill will towards his parents. He didn't live happily ever after, saying still something nagging at him. It was unfulfilled, like it was an unexplored part of him lay dormant. Wasn't sure what it was. The end. Yeah, see, that's so specific, and that would suck as a bedtime story because that felt too short. Not like whimsical enough for a story about a duck that wants to become. Felt too real. What happens to this would be me too, like what happens to the duck next? What was unfulfilled? Bro, this is not school time. This is getting your partner to bedtime. 7 times? How long was the story then? Because the other time that they were chatting and it was 2 times. Aw, so if you pick the story time, you barely get any time with them, and if you pick the chat, it's longer. You just end up going to sleep faster. Convincing yourself it was just a story. Okay. I guess that's the whole thing then? It's pretty short, but I thought this was kind of like short and sweet. It was nice of you just like hang out with your boyfriend until you pass out. I'd love to play more little games like this where you just get to like hang out with someone and chill, because I rarely see any visual novels, like I said, where you're like already dating someone, and like 90% that I see or that I've played is just like you meet someone for the first time, or you know, you're like on the way to becoming lovers. So it's nice to just see, just to like, excuse me, hang out with a partner or something, and it's just like a fun little thing. Alright, so I guess that's that. It was like way shorter than I thought. And then the other games I have downloaded right now are all like probably like an hour longer, and they're all like dating sims, so I'm gonna go look for some other ones. Alright, Bye bye.